If you're looking for a fun and one of the most unique destinations in Florida, head to DeLeon Springs State Park, located near DeLand, about an hour's drive from Orlando and just west of Daytona Beach. Hi everyone, I'm ChadGallivanter. You've landed on the channel with travel tips and guides that won't waste your time. DeLeon Springs State Park offers a variety of attractions, from swimming in a natural spring to taking a scenic boat ride. But the main draw for most visitors is the chance to make your own pancakes at the Old Sugar Mill Pancake House, a restaurant that has been serving up a delicious, hearty breakfast since the 1960s. My wife and I have a tradition of visiting this park in the cooler months, but you really can't go wrong any time of the year. On today's episode, DeLeon Springs State Park, Pancake Paradise with history and nature. All of that and so much more straight ahead from Central Florida. The Old Sugar Mill Pancake House is located in a 100-year-old replica of the original 19th century sugar mill, which was used to process sugarcane in the 1800s. Constructed of pine and cypress, at first glance, the mill looks more like a wooden barn. The restaurant features cook-your-own pancakes at the table with an enhanced menu of food and beverages. Each table has a griddle in the middle, where you can pour your own batter and flip your pancakes as you like, and add toppings like blueberries, bananas, chocolate chips, or pecans. You can also order eggs, bacon, sausage, ham, grits, and other breakfast staples, as well as coffee, juice, milk, and soda. The Old Sugar Mill Pancake House is open from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily, and park admission is required to visit and dine there. The restaurant is very popular, so be prepared to wait, especially on weekends and holidays. But trust me, the pancakes are worth it. There's lots of history in this park, 6,000 years worth. Even a small museum that explains it all. The park was once home to Native Americans who built shell middens and ceremonial mounds, and left behind two of the oldest canoes ever found in the Western Hemisphere. The park was also the site of a plantation with a sugar mill that came under attack twice, the Seminole in the 1830s and Union troops 3 decades later. The sugar mill was rebuilt in the early 1900s and became a family-owned pancake house in the 1960s. In the 1920s, a hotel operated here that catered to well-to-do northerners who came to enjoy the spring and the tropical gardens. By the 1950s and into the 60s, the property was a roadside attraction, complete with a jungle cruise, tropical gardens, a tram tour, and even a water skiing elephant named Queenie. After becoming a state park in the early 80s, preservation of the natural and cultural heritage of the area advanced as a top priority. You can learn more about the park's history by visiting the many interpretive exhibits on property. The park is named after the spring that produces 19 million gallons of water a day. The water stays a comfortable 72 degrees year-round. Famous naturalist John James Audubon paid a visit to the spring in the early 1830s and wrote about its beauty in his journal. Today, the spring is a recreational swimming area where you can enjoy the clear, refreshing water. It's accessible by steps, ramp, and a swimmer lift, and has depths ranging from 18 inches to 30 feet at the spring boil. Children must be supervised at all times. If you want to explore the park beyond the spring, you can hike or bike along the 4 miles of trails that wind through the lush subtropical forest. Along the way, you can see a variety of plants and animals. One of the highlights is the massive old-growth bald cypress tree, estimated to be over 500 years old. You can also take a guided boat tour of the Spring Run and Lake Woodruff National Wildlife Refuge, a great way to learn more about the history and ecology of the area. The boat tour departs several times daily and takes just under an hour to complete. The boat is wheelchair accessible. You can also fish in the Spring Run, but you need a valid Florida freshwater fishing license. You can also explore the park by canoe or kayak. Several are available to rent from a park vendor at affordable rates. DeLeon Springs State Park is a great place to visit for anyone who loves a good breakfast, history, and nature. Whether you want to make your own pancakes, swim in the spring, hike in the forest, or take a boat tour, you'll find something to enjoy at this park. It's a perfect destination for a family outing, a romantic date, or a solo adventure. So what are you waiting for? Plan your visit today and discover why DeLeon Springs State Park is a Florida treasure.